Hi guys, I hope it's recording now. It's for my third time. Okay, here I am. I just wanted to say welcome back, and I'm going to do my DNA estimates going through the European folks. So that was my next video. So it was Scotland. We have Scotland here, and it looks like didn't have a whole bunch. They just briefly talk about the regions, the folklore. Gaelic and Scots have influenced regional English dialects and yada yada. They didn't really do a history for this. All right, and then so I'm gonna go back, and then the next European country I had is England and Northwestern European. And my camera light just went out. And let's see what happened. Why that happened? Not sure. But I'm already dark in here. Let's get that taken care of here. There we go. All right, that's much better. I think so. Man, you can't really see anything. I hope you can hear me as well. All right, so England and Northwestern Europe. So there's England, United Kingdom, Wales. So that is where my DNA matched against. And of course, they talk about the region. They do give a little history about England and all of those things, which I think are really cool. Talk about how the Germanic tribes, the Vikings invade. They go back, Great Britain, the King, the British Empire. Really cool stuff to look up and research. Let's see, what else did I have? So, of the European, I did have Ireland. So, let's go to Ireland. Yep, that's where I'm at. I'm in Ireland. And what does this say about Ireland? It gives a It's about 9%. I'm about 9%. It does give it history here. Let's see what's going on with Ireland peoples. We got the Celts or whatever from 400 BC. Wow. They were tribes, huh? Extended to the Iberian Peninsula. I guess it's showing where the tribes went and the Vikings and the Romans, the Normans, English rule, immigration. I mean, wow, it's so much. It's just rich. All this stuff they show you about your ancestry is great, great. Let me see, I just have two more of the European. Sardinia, which is in Italy, located in Italy. And let's see, it is, their full story is, okay, so primarily located in Italy. Wait, I want the webcam to be in bed. Where's my webcam? Nope, I took it out. Put it back in. Okay, webcam in bed. Okay, so here is Sardinia in Italy, the first Sardinians, and they talk about them. Look like they were into stone creations as well. Um, the king of Sardinia, they were shepherds, even though they were on the coastline. They had the language, they had stuff to longevity. I mean, wow, it's just so much. And then the last place I have is Sweden. And Sardinia was 2%. And then Sweden was, let's see, Sweden, 1%. 1%. And they do give a history on Sweden, where it was located, and the Stone Age. They talk about Vikings in Sweden as well, and all these really cool things. So it's quite a it's quite a bit of information. In this one place, I did want to talk about as well is the communities. They have something called your ancestry communities. Like you could go through the DNA in your hands inherited from your parents, like the maternal side and the paternal side. It'll have all the different, so they both had Irish, they both had French, whatever the ethnic thing. And they also do what's called a community inheritance. And this is so cool where you get to see how your ancestors came to America. So it looks like my communities by parents. Let's see. So this is all. So my communities by all my parents, both my parents were early Southern U.S. Africans, Americans, inland Mississippi Africans and Americans. Let's see who else. And West Tennessee African Americans. So that's the point in which our our ancestors came into the Americas. Um, so if I clicked on, for instance, the first one, early Southern U.S. African. So let's see what they show us. I'm kind of new to. I'm trying to see what they show us too. So that, of course they show us the region. And then they say most of the African Americans in this community can trace their roots back to West Africa, which I was in Nigeria, Cameroon. I believe those are all typically West Africa. So these are on both sides of my family. It says, once enslaved in the American colonies, they were often moved as part of forced migrations westward and southward. Once there, they typically worked on farms or plantations. After emancipation, they built and attended schools, started participating in civic life. Faced with Jim Crow restrictions and limited economic opportunities, many left the South because a lot of mine, it seems like they moved to Chicago. That's where my people migrated to. And then they have a small blurb in here about Central U.S. African American. It talks about what they grew when they were enslaved, and both sides of my parents are part of them. The Virginia, Maryland, and Lower Mississippi River African Americans. They're pretty cool. It says, this is just on my father's grandmother's side. Yeah, on my father's side. It says most of the African American in this community can trace their roots back to West Africa. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing they talk about. Let's see. Let's go to inland Mississippi. So that's inland Mississippi African Americans. And it says from Virginia's tobacco plantations to the cotton fields. This was on my mother's side. So, yeah, all of them were from the cotton fields. Let's see. Right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And wow, it even shows people on the side here that you could be related to as a match that are in these communities. That's crazy, right, guys? Wow, 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 wow. So, inland African Mississippi's people right here. Okay. And then they have a southwestern Alabama, southeastern African Americans. Uh, wow, that's at the tip there. These were, yeah, under slavery. Yeah, they did the cotton fields and tobacco plantations. Upland South African American. These were people from Kentucky, Alabama, Tennessee, Missouri, and yeah, they worked as laborers again. You know, many skilled freedmen, it says about this one, moved to southern cities to acquire land, but dozens served in state and federal elected offices. Wow, delegates, representatives, and senators. But as whites eroded the legal protections of Reconstruction, many black people lost civic and economic rights and were forced to travel north. That's where they ended up in Chicago. So, yeah, let's see who else. And here's the West Tennessee African Americans. Wow, look at that house, like a log cabin. So cool. So this is around Memphis and Jackson. Let's see, that's probably African Americans in West Tennessee have roots in Virginia, Kentucky, and Carolina. Early white settlers saw westward expansion as a way to claim favorable land to grow cotton and corn. An abundance of irreparable land ensured that West Tennessee had one of the highest enslaved populations. Wow. After emancipation, it says planters negotiated with the Freedmen's Bureau to increase black wages, but corruption within the Freedmen's Bureau pushed people to move north again. And this was on my maternal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it always says something about new community. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. So when you go to new community, you can see all the people that had shared the same ancestors as you. Wow, isn't that cool? Wow, wow, wow. Their legal rights, their daily life. They talk about soldiers and how they lived during Reconstruction. I mean, man, guys, it talks about the history of the great migration from the South of African Americans. It's just jam packed with juicy, juicy information. I'm just like blown away with all of this. Let me see. And the one other thing is the settlers. So there's another part of the communities that I want to get into as far as, let's see what is this here about the communities. Communities. That's not it. It's the communities frequently asked question. Wait, okay. Let's see. Right. Let me tell you about the science of stuff. So that page ain't available. So it's not there. Let me see, guys. I'm just trying to find out. It's something else in community where they talk about settlers. So, well, I thought I was looking for more information on this, guys, because they did show me, something about settlers. So that's what I was trying to find out. Because I know they said my DNA had matched to get some settlers. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to try to find that settler information. But bye for now. I wanted to just show you the European parts and how our African American people came in to the Americas. But I'm definitely going to audit this. This is some great stuff, guys. Chromosome painter. I don't even know what that is. Where you can see all the ethnicities in your DNA. Wow, 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 wow. That's crazy, 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 crazy. Maternal. Let's see. Match. Oh, and it shows all my cousins, stuff like that. But no, I want to go back. I want to find. I just don't get why the communities are not showing up. But anyway, wow, wow. Deep South Americans, African Americans. I mean, it's just, well, I was hoping they'd get more on the settler stuff, but they really don't. But thanks, guys, for watching. I appreciate you for coming along this journey with me. I'm going to have some more exciting stuff I want to learn about my ancestor tribes and also just a little bit more history about how I got here from the South. So, thanks and have a great and wonderful life and learn more about your ancestors if you want to know. Have a great day. Bye.